Are you thinking about moving to Greenville and you're not sure whether you should buy new or buy an existing home? Well, today I'm going to break down the pros and cons of each option so you can make the best decision for yourself. Hey everyone, I'm Reed Gray, local realtor here in Greenville, South Carolina, and I specialize in helping folks just like you relocate to Greenville, South Carolina. Heck, I even did it myself. So that guy is Harrison Williamson, who's a local lender, and he's helped many of my clients secure their financing when moving to Greenville. Together, we know exactly what it takes to make your move to Greenville a success and as seamless as possible. I'd love the opportunity to discuss with you. My contact information is available on the screen. Okay, so picture this. You've made up your mind. You're moving to Greenville, you're really doing it. But now, you've got to figure out if you want to build or purchase an existing home. And there's some stark pros and cons to doing this, so let's discuss. Now, building new construction. Now, some of the pros, everything is brand new, and in many circumstances, you can customize the house. Now, allow me to be the very first person to tell you that the design center, that's exactly where they get you. You sign the contract thinking that you scored big at a price that you're thrilled about, and then you start making selections, the best countertops, the best cabinets, this hardware is a must, and of course you gotta have the best appliances, and then you go, oh crap, your, let's call it $500,000 house is now $650,000. And that's something that you have to consider. Now, while there's nothing wrong with making tasteful selections that you're going to enjoy in your home, just be mindful so this doesn't hit you like a freight train. I had somebody once go to the design center, and the person working there joked that if they had all level 10s, they would have selected every single one of those. So that was something that they felt, but in turn, they got the house that they came here for, and it's absolutely beautiful. A lot of new construction comes with energy efficiency features and builder's warranties, which can certainly be nice to have. I'm somebody who lives in an old home, and I personally love it. But when the time comes for a new roof, a new HVAC, and to consider updates, it's definitely something that makes you appreciate why some people choose going the new construction route. Oftentimes, new construction, they also offer incentives that are just bananas. Now, whether it's a national builder or a custom home builder, new construction typically offers closing cost incentives or substantially lower interest rates that make it a no-brainer for some buyers, so I totally get that. Now, the cons of buying new construction. You've got higher prices per square foot and potential construction delays. I had a closing just last week that was delayed 4 times, and it was supposed to close in June, and it finally closed in September. And land, well, they're not making any more of it. So with Greenville's growth, you might have to live a little bit further out since most of the new communities are in Greenville suburbs. Now, if you choose new construction as your soon-to-be new home, I have 2 pieces of advice. Number 1, use an agent. Some buyers think that because a builder has an on-site agent, they don't need one. Wrong. In my opinion, that's wrong. So that on-site agent, they are there, they're employed by that builder, therefore they represent that company. You need an agent who's on your side, who can lead you through the process, what to expect, ask the right questions when obstacles may arise, and ultimately lead you successfully to the closing table. Now, number 2, and I can't say this loud enough, I could say it in all caps, I would, please get a home inspection. Some buyers think, oh, well, it's new, there won't be anything wrong with it. Again, incorrect. Pre-drywall inspections are a luxury to be able to find out if the build has been completed appropriately prior to the walls going up and obstructing any errors. Furthermore, your home inspection, once complete, is vital to ensure that your home is what you're paying for and that it's a good one and the one that you inspect. So homes are built by people, and honestly, I've never met a perfect one. They're likely to make mistakes during your build process. Do not skimp on this step. Protect your investment by doing a home inspection. I've seen new construction inspection reports with defects more than existing homes. So just something that I wanted you guys to be aware of. I encourage you to do it, but together we can kind of figure out a plan that's best fit for you. So let's look at buying a home that's already in place. The pros, you've got established neighborhoods, character, mature landscaping, and they're typically a little bit closer to downtown or in areas that locals might deem as more desirable. And you've got room to negotiate, and you can move in sooner. When I talk about room to negotiate, oftentimes buying new construction or building, When you build, the price can go up due to material costs or buying new construction. It's kind of like shopping at CarMax. The price is the price. If you like it, great. If not, they're going to sell it to somebody else. I don't make the rules. It's just kind of the way that game is played. Or again, when you build, you might have delays. So with an existing home, you likely can move in sooner, typically 30 to 45 days. In new construction, you may also find steep deposits, whereas buying an existing home, all you're going to have is your typical earnest money deposit, which is typically about 1% of the purchase price. So in buying resale, there's some cons as well. Number one, competition. Now in today's market, we're not really seeing a ton of that, but it depends on the market, where that home is, and when you find yourself ready to purchase. Also, you've got the potential for repairs or older floor plans that may not fit your modern preferences. As I mentioned earlier, I live in an older home. It was my first house, and when I bought it for the location, the price, and the intended use in the future. I knew that it needed updates, but honestly, the updates, they're kind of a pain in the butt and costly in my perspective. Now, while I'd buy my house again and I love it, my next house will definitely be turnkey, and it's important for you to consider this in your buying process too. Now let's talk about the cost and the timeline. Now new builds can take anywhere from 6 months to a year depending on the builder. Resales, they can close in as little as 2 weeks if you're a cash buyer, or typically range from 30 to 45 days for most transactions. Now the choice really depends on your lifestyle, timeline, and budget. Established homes or new construction, Greenville has tremendous options for both in abundance. And if you want to talk that through what's best for your move to Greenville, reach out. I'd love to help. As always, thanks for watching my video. Make sure you like and subscribe to stay up to date with all of my weekly content. And when you're ready to call Greenville home, I look forward to having the opportunity to help you. Thanks for watching my video. We'll see you next week.